Hey guys, you're back with me, Neff, for another broadcast of The Weekly. We've got a couple cool articles and some cool new information regarding Star Wars and the Joker. Let's jump right into it with our first article. Let's start out with Star Wars. This is titled, The Next Star Wars Movie Just Got Officially Announced. Now, that goes out for anybody that's really excited about it. When I read this article, I wasn't too surprised, but I was thinking maybe they might have gone into another direction. But guys, we've talked about Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilms. We know what position they're in right now. The Acolyte trailer is getting destroyed. I'm sure the Acolyte is not going to do well. You know, the show's not even out yet, and people have already turned up their nose to it. I think it's not looking very good for them right now. So the news that I'm about to read to you guys, it's not very surprising. Let's read a little into it. The next Star Wars movie has been officially announced and given a future theatrical release date. Star Wars content has completely moved away from theaters since The Rise of Skywalker in 2019, putting a bow on the Skywalker saga. That same year, Disney Plus launched introducing the hit series The Mandalorian, starring Pedro Pascal, and introducing the Baby Yoda Grogu phenomenon. Heading into the mid-2020s, Lucasfilm has decided it was time for Star Wars to shoot back into theaters after the release of 7 seasons of Disney Plus programming, with more on the way. Disney announced that the next Star Wars film, The Mandalorian and Grogu, will blast into theaters on May 22nd, 2026. It was previously announced that The Mandalorian and Grogu was an upcoming film for Lucasfilm, releasing during May 2026, but it was unknown which weekend it would hit theaters. The Direct had previously predicted the May 22nd, 2026 release date for The Mandalorian and Grogu based on untitled Star Wars release dates announced by Disney. Beyond the Mandalorian spin-off movie, a yet-to-be-titled project by Charmin Obaid-Chinoy was announced, featuring Daisy Ridley's returning Rey and marking the first female director in the film franchise. Meanwhile, Dave Filoni is working on an epic crossover merging beloved characters from the Mandoverse into a theatrical event. Finally, James Mangold's upcoming venture is expected to delve into the ancient origins of the Jedi, although its development is unclear due to Mangold's other commitments. So, that's some good information there, guys. Are you guys excited for a full-length feature film, Mandalorian and Grogu? Do you think this is a good idea for Disney? You think this is a good direction? I think they're going to sell a lot of toys with this. I think it's also a chance to put this this character, who is pretty beloved character within the, the Disney Plus Star Wars universe, I'm going to call it, right? Because, this character never really shows up in the theatrical or cinematic universe for Star Wars, but a big character within that universe. This is a chance for them to put him on the big screen and get a lot of eyeballs, and then you can actually see those box office results immediately. I wonder what direction they're going to go in with the story. I know it kind of took a step back in season 3, so people didn't like The Mandalorian that much. I know Bo-Katan kind of takes a leading role in that season. So I wonder what direction they're going to go with this Mandalorian and Grogu. I wonder how they're going to make it cohesive with the show as well. So I know it's one of those things where you can tell that they're kind of getting desperate here for some type of traction. Is it the wrong thing to do? It's not, but I think it does show how desperate they are to get people caring about Star Wars, especially from a cinematic standpoint, because as we know, guys, they have not put out a film in theaters since 2019, I believe, The Rise of Skywalker came out. I could be wrong, but I believe, 2019, that was the last theatrical release for Star Wars, so a long gap. Star Wars, Disney Plus, they've been putting out shows back to back to back. The Acolyte is coming out, as we spoke on before, but when it comes to theatrical releases, it's been very quiet for them. Next and last article from The Hollywood Reporter. Joker 2 trailer unites Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga in song. So, guys, I watched the trailer. I thought it was really interesting. I'm going to read a little more into this article here, but I'm going to have that link to the trailer in the description for you guys. If you guys watched the first Joker, I'm sure you guys are going to be fans of this one. I think this movie is going to be huge. It has a release date of October 4th. 2024, I believe. I think it's going to be a big movie. The first movie, billion-dollar film. This movie, the budget's a little bigger, but I do think with the return of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, you add Lady Gaga to the mix, I think this thing is going to do $800 million at minimum. I think this is going to be a huge film. So let me read a little more into the article. The first trailer for Joker Folie brings together and unites Oscar winners Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga for one of the more intriguing entries of the 2024 theatrical calendar. Warner Brothers unveiled the look at CinemaCon, where Joker 2 is among the top titles theater owners were curious for a glimpse at. And for good reason. It's a sequel to a $1 billion hit that earned Phoenix an Oscar, but is also taking a left turn by entering the musical genre. Before introducing the trailer, director Todd Phillips revealed that he had wanted to come to CinemaCon in 2020 just to thank theater owners despite not having a film to promote. This is a quote from him. "I did want to say thank you to you guys. About a month before the first Joker came out, the narrative on the film really turned," he said, noting that there was speculation the film could inspire violence. He thanked theater owners for staying strong and sticking with the film. End quote. Phoenix returns to the role of Arthur Fleck, while Lady Gaga appears in a role said to be inspired by the comic book character Harley Quinn. The duo are known for their toxic relationship in the comics, with the Folie title referencing the medical term for an identical or similar mental disorder impacting two or more people, usually members of the same family. So like I said, guys, yeah, the trailer's awesome. I watched it. I think I'm going to watch this one in theaters. I think it's going to be a turning point for the Joker. Like I said, I expect big numbers for this. They have all the key ingredients to make another huge film out of this. You know, you add Lady Gaga to the equation. She has a huge audience. Joaquin Phoenix, everybody already knows him as a super good method actor, specifically method acting, and he got an Oscar off his role in this before. I do believe there will be some more Oscar wins off this movie. I think this movie will be very impactful, and I think because they are making it somewhat of a musical, that's actually going to be able to hit a different demographic as well. So I think this movie is going to be huge. Do I think it will do $1 billion like the first film? I don't really know if that's going to happen, but I do know this thing is going to do at least $800 million. It's going to be huge, and I think the release date is perfect. Remember, timing is everything. I think that October release date is a really good setting for this film. As I said, guys, the link for that that trailer is going to be in the description. Please give it a look. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you're gonna watch this movie as well, and then also let me know what you think about Disney's move to put Mandalorian and Grogu on the big screen. I think that's a very interesting move for them. We talked about that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today on this broadcast, guys. Not too many articles, but very interesting information that I had there, and I think just really good information that people are gonna be looking forward to as far as what's coming in the future for cinema. I'm going to leave it there, like I said, for this broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff, Popcorn Square Podcast. We got an episode dropping on Friday, and then we got episodes dropping next week, so be on the lookout for that. Please like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications, and share with a friend. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Be safe.